Welcome to Ionizer Research. I'm Bob, the Ionizer guy, with some more information for your consideration. Today's video is going to be on the two latest models from the two top-selling water ionizer companies in the world. You got the Level-Luck K8 from Enagic USA, and you also have the ACE11 from Tyent USA. These two machines right here will outperform every other water ionizer in the industry, hands down. You're going to pay for it, okay? But is there really a price you can put on your health? That's what you got to think about. These two machines are like the Wolf and the Sub-Zero of the ionizer industry. So you're getting what you pay for. They're both top-notch machines, great quality. As far as the companies go, they're both great companies. You know, they do have differences. One again is multi-level marketing. The other one is more of a traditional company like, you know, Apple or Sony. So while both of these machines are $5,000, what I do want to get into is the ease of use and functionality of these machines. We're going to start off first with the Level-Luck K8 from Kangen. So let's jump in. Okay, so first of all, this screen right here, you're going to keep seeing attention, cleaning notification, you know, please run the water. It's going to keep popping up as I'm showing you this because we don't have it hooked up to a water supply. It wants to clean itself. Water supply, it wants to clean itself. So anyway, here we go. So you see on the screen, you got the 7.0, you got the 6.0, you got the 2.5, you got the 8.5, you got the 9.0, and you got the 9.5. But anyway, let's get into this and go into the settings real quick. So you bring up the settings, you see a whole list of different settings that you can choose from here. First one starting off with up the top is language. And I gotta say guys, Kangen does have a lot more languages than the Tyent machine or most machines out there. So they did a good job in that department. If you speak Dutch or you know, Portuguese or whatever, you have a good option on this. I think the Tyent only has 4 different options if I remember correctly. So again, good job on the options on languages. Volume is kind of self-explanatory. You get high, low, or off. Moving on to the pH setting. Guys, this is something that's actually something I want to talk about. The pH settings, they're not clear on if this is an SMPS power supply. You're looking at a $5,000 price tag on this machine, which brings me to one more point. It's called the Kangen K8. They introduced an extra plate in this machine. So, you know, they are recognizing, it says it right on the description on the monitor that will be popped up. Right on their website, they recognize that an extra plate will improve electrolysis and the levels. So they're recognizing that more plates is better, which is something I've been preaching for years. Ionizer Research has been preaching for years. Let's get back into these settings. Going down to the next option, which would be the e-cleaning. Now I can't click on this. If you see, I'm touching it, nothing happens. The e-cleaning, that would be this right here. This is their cleaning tank, which comes with this machine. I'm not sure if you see that good in the picture or not. This is something that comes with your machine when you purchase it. You also get the packages of the acid packages, which you're going to use to actually clean the machine with. Now, these cleaning packets that you got to use 2 of these. You put them into this container. You take off the bottom down here. I'll show you this real fast. This is the electrolysis enhancer tank. Notice it says electrolysis enhancer, not for drinking. Also on the bottle of electrolysis enhancer, it also says not for drinking. Also, getting back to the acid packs that you put in to clean your machine. So make sure you follow all instructions. You don't want to get this stuff in your eyes. It is acid, so make sure you're careful when handling it. If you have any pets, don't spill any on the counters. All those types of things come into play. So going back into the settings, we now have the brightness, which is, bright, normal, dark, 3 different options. That's pretty self-explanatory. Let's go back. You have the sleep mode. So this means when you walk up to your machine, I think it comes factory set at 1 minute. If your machine's blank, you just touch it and it comes back on. After you're done using the machine, it'll go into sleep mode after 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever option you choose. So that's what that means. Also, filter check. This will show you how much of the filter you have actually used from your machine. So it's kind of a good way to gauge, when you're going to need to change your filters. The machine will prompt you and let you know when it is time to change them as well. Last but not least is the additive. Okay, so this is the additive option. So if you're not getting the levels that you're looking for, which you may or may not get, and you want to increase the levels, you can use the electrolysis enhancer. That's this bottle here again. You want to put it into the additive tank that I already showed you. You put it back into your machine. And then you go into yes. Yes. Oh, there's the bottom again. So anyway, that kind of wraps up the K8s, there's the screen and all the different options you can use on this machine. What I want to talk about next is the new case design. It's a lot nicer looking, I think, than the SD501. You do have an option also with the feet. You can raise the machine a little bit higher. As far as the size of these two machines together, they're both very similar. I think the K8 is about 1 inch shorter, but it's about 1 inch fatter. And I guess that pretty much wraps up the K8. All right, guys, so we're gonna get into the same thing with the Tyent ACE 11. And again, guys, ACE stands for Above Counter Extreme. I just wanted to throw that out there for you in case you didn't know. But we're gonna get into the ease of use and functionality of the ACE 11. First thing you'll see on the screen actually is the clock feature, which I actually really like. It's nice. You have a nice little digital clock, shows you the date on there. But anyway, when you touch that, you hear the noise. You can also mute noise. You don't have to listen to that if you don't like. This brings you into the home screen. So they did a really good job of organizing this. It's very easy to use. You know exactly what you want to do. You touch on your alkaline level. You got 4 different alkaline levels. Now, another thing is this having 4 alkaline levels is one more than you had on the previous machine, which was the MMP11. So they added an extra alkaline level, which is nice because you want different levels for different things. Even when you go back to the home screen and you go into the acidic levels, You're also going to notice that you have 3 acidic levels on the ACE, which is also another nice option, and the MMP11 only had 2 levels. So it's an upgrade in both of those departments. When you hit turbo, you're getting turbo alkaline water coming out of the top spout. You're also getting turbo acidic coming out of the bottom spout. You'll notice the germs on there. Turbo acidic water is excellent for killing germs. Right now it's telling you have an outflow stop because it's not noticing any water since I don't have this hooked up to a water supply currently. So let's get back into this. H2O is just filtered water, guys. There's no ionization that's happening there. It's just going through the filters inside this machine, getting cleaned up, and coming out for drinking water. So that explains that. When you go back into the setup mode here, you'll notice the eco mode. If you touch that, what'll happen is when you walk away from your machine, the whole screen goes black, goes blank. You know, people like that option. They don't like seeing it lit all the time. Then all you do is come up, you touch your screen, and it comes back on. So that's pretty self-explanatory. And then up here, you'll see where you have all your different options: eco mode, sound, the settings. So let's jump right into settings. And you notice when you touch it, it brings it out, which is nice. Touch on settings again. Now, when you click on alkaline pH, you're going to see 4 different levels: alkaline 1, 2, 3, and 4. You'll see a percentage associated with that. The SMPS Plus power supply, which is the reason you can adjust this machine from 100 different settings on each different option. So alkaline level 1, you can go all the way up to 100%. Right now, the machine comes factory preset at lower levels. They don't want you drinking too strong of levels, so they factory preset it. It comes at about 5%. So you can adjust that up and down according to your source water. Everybody's water is completely different, so you're able to dial this machine in and really get what you're looking for with this water. Now, getting back out of this, you also have the option of adjusting your acidic pH. You have the languages. When you click on the languages, you see 4 different options here, and that's it. Again, the K8 has, I believe, 8 different languages, which is definitely better if you speak Dutch and Portuguese. But, you know, the Tyent does have the basics with the English, Korean, Chinese, and Spanish. Oh, looks like we switched one of the languages. So let's go back into that setting. And there we go. We're on English. Okay. So now you also see an option for the volume. You can adjust the volume up and down as need be. That's pretty self-explanatory. And that's pretty much it. You got the time, which is you seen on the home screen when we first started this segment. You know, you can adjust the time into this setting, which is, you know, you see the hours, the year, the month, all that kind of good stuff. Okay, now we're going to go back to the home screen. So anyway, guys, when you're using this machine, you're also going to notice that it goes into a cleaning cycle, okay? That's normal. It's something that should happen every day. Do not overlook the importance of this, guys. You know, the cleaner the plates, that's the better the levels you're going to get. All your health benefits come from having clean plates. You also do have the option, if you want, going into the setup mode right here. You can wash it yourself anytime you want. It's not really that necessary because the machine does keep up with itself. It's very good and it's capable of doing it all on its own. And this machine is also very capable of creating really strong levels for cleaning the plates. So when you take the number of plates this machine has and the amperage that Tyent has, it really produces strong levels that will clean the plates by itself. And again, guys, keeping the plates clean is essential for optimum health benefits. As far as the quality of these machines, the components inside, it's a tie, guys. They're both built very well. The companies stand behind their products. I mean, Tyent, you'd have to say, some of my final thoughts, guys, on today is, with the benefits and expectations. There's so many health benefits with this water. The molecular hydrogen that is found in the water, there's so many more studies being done on that, and it's just, you can expect to get good quality ionized water from either one of these machines.